uh, yell over to Sarah, throw me the towel you had.
I throw it to him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm waiting.
Okay. The drawer is pushed out, and as soon as that drawer hits the floor, that raccoon is jumping straight for the person in front of it, which happens to be Fandoms.
I hit him.
I throw the towel
Oh,
over
no,
it.
no, 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 no. We're now in initiative. Okay. Could you give me a dex roll, everybody? And then just write your number, what you get down the side here.
Down where?
Just, right, so let me just roll the raccoon. Okay. The raccoon is on 7. So that's
right there. Okay.
just down the side. Raccoon is on 7. Write your number down there with your initials.
Wrong thing. 6.
Okay. So Simon's on 3, Phantoms is on 6. Pushed. You're up by the door. What are you going to do? Run.
Well, no, I'm not going to run. Can I hold my action? Be prepared to run, but I don't want to.
You can hold your action. It is now Corfy's go, who is in. Where are you, Corf? Oh, you're down here by the door, aren't you?
There.
Corfy, what are you doing? Feel free to hold your action if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action, I think.
Okay, it's now the raccoon's turn. Okay, it's going to jump at Fandoms and try to bite you. What you are going to have to roll a dexterity check with a negative of raccoon in front. That's your negative. Let me just have a quick look. Fandoms. You've got well balanced, so you can have an extra dice. So you've got.
So the negative of raccoon and the positive of dice cancel each other out.
Depends on what you roll.
Them.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So that's 2d6 plus 3 minus 1d6. Because let's not forget the issues of the horseman that we had in the previous game.
I am not.
Okay. Oh, that's a pretty decent roll. Yeah, you... Hang on, let me just see what he gets. Oh, he literally... as he jumps towards you, his teeth are bared. There's blood all his face. His face is smashed in. You can see brain. Okay?
Okay.
This thing is going for you. Its teeth graze it grazes the edge of your leg. Your trousers rip. And it sort of...
Thanks, I just bought these leggings.
It swings down and around and sort of launches itself halfway across the bedroom. So the raccoon is now here. It is now...
My turn.
Your turn, yes.
I go and I hit it.
Okay, you need to give me a dexterity check. You don't get your well balanced for this one.
Yep.
So it's just one. Hang on, it's opposed, so let me just check. But what happens is you bring down that frying pan literally inches from it, well, like 1 nanomillimeter away from its nose. And it pauses. I mean, what nose it has. It doesn't really have a nose anymore. It pauses, looks up at you, and bares its teeth, which are now sort of broken. Okay, moving on to the next person. You have...
It's me.
It is you. Steam Trap, what are you doing?
Well, it's the bedroom, so I grab the the topmost sheet off the bed,
Mhm.
and I throw it over the top of this raccoon.
Dex check. What do you have on your dex?
I believe it's 3.
I'm thinking more of. No, you don't. Your immunity to weird stuff doesn't apply here.
Yep, not that kind of weird stuff.
No, we had a discussion about this on my Discord, and it was just sort of like, yeah, I'm immune to what was it, smallpox?
I got smallpox, and I got anthrax, and yellow fever, and a few other ones.
Yeah, so that was an interesting moment. It was just like, huh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, hang on a second. Oh yeah, you get it. It's just almost felt blood, and it wasn't really expecting you to do anything, so now it's covered in sheet. Right, so Simon,
Yes.
your turn.
Um, you know, I don't think I'm going to be much help in the bedroom, so I'm going to move
Mhm.
down to the garage door
Yep.
to clear the way for getting in the car. Because I don't think we want to stay at this Airbnb for very long.
Well, we gotta get stuff out of it first.
Yes,
Gotta
yes,
loot
yes.
it first.
I'm actually
loot it and then leave.
I'm opening the door and checking to see where the garage door opener is, because if we can't find that, we're gonna have to Dukes of Hazzard out.
Give me a luck roll, which is a straight d6. It's in Fandom's pocket.
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
She's the only one with a car. It seemed to make sense at the time.
Though I will say, if there is an automatic car opener, most of them have a button in the garage itself to open it.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that if you're worried about something on the outside of the door. You don't want to be
True.
standing there.
Okay. Right. So the people who held their action pushed.
Right. I'm now going to go over and try and hit the raccoon through the bed sheet with the butt or the back of the axe.
Dex check. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, you hit it. Hang on a second. Let me just double check. He gets negative. Yeah,
I'm not
it's-
into animal cruelty, but seeing as its brain is falling out,
yeah.
I think we've gone past that
It
point.
stops
you mean-
moving. It's a raccoon. It's not got much defense. Yeah, it stops moving. There's nothing underneath the bed sheet anymore. Well, there is, but it's now sleeping red. You're now
Sleeping
out of
red?
initiative.
I go over to it and I beat it with my axe a few times.
Yes, it's very now red.
Well, I just look over at Push and say, pub?
I think it's time to fort up, personally.
Yeah,
I mean,
fortifying it.
I mean,
That thing should have been dead before it got out here. With the fact that its brain was exposed.
Who's
It
really
was?
saying it was alive?
anyways, I don't think going outside is such a great idea.
no,
Yeah.
no, we
No.
have got basically instructions to stay indoors.
So I will say,
Yeah.
I think we should keep our stuff in the trunk of my car just in case.
Corfy, can you give me a perception check?
Sure.
That's logic, by the way.
Yes, I know. I'm
Okay.
just-
I feel the need to say it, even though. Oh yeah, there's an emergency broadcast on the TV. Silent,
Oh.
but it's rolling on the TV.
Okay, I up the volume. I
It's
want to see what it says.
it actually isn't saying anything. The broadcast is silent.
Okay, what does it say?
It says on it, stay inside. city is going to be placed under martial law.
Oh!
Guys, you might want to see this.
I come out and look. Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I
all
picked
right.
a good time for my first visit to America.
Yeah.
Yep.
I picked a good time for
Great.
my first travel anywhere without my family.
Yeah. I do think we should keep our bags packed.
We should
Yes.
probably board up that window and any other windows.
With what?
Yeah.
Was there anything down in the basement that we could use?
I went over to the workbench, and that's where I grabbed these axes, but I didn't really look into it further, and there was a
I was-
raccoon to be dealt with.
Not
I was
quite.
Okay, big
thinking about breaking the frick again.
Well, if we're breaking stuff, that means we lose our deposit.
Really?
Uh,
That's what on your mind right now?
I look at you and go, I think we already lost it with the raccoon.
Oh, it's just one window.
Which, by the way, we might want to
Oh,
throw that outside
the
somewhere.
carpet. Yes. You
Yeah.
might want- Okay,
From
let's go down.
from the picture of the house, there appear to be outside shutters on some of the windows.
I doubt
Yes,
it. They're probably decorational.
I was going to say, can I
you can look.
carefully go to one of the front windows, peer out, make sure there's no more rabid raccoons outside.
Give me a perception check.
Um,
You can't see anything. Seems to be clear.
Open one of the windows and just check to see if the shutters can be closed.
The shutters can't be closed, but they are easily removable. It's a couple of screws on each one.
Would I have to go outside to do that?
Yes, you would.
Okay, I'm shutting the window again
Okay.
and pulling the blinds across.
Okay, so
I want to look downstairs to see if I can find like nails, hammers, maybe some wood.
give me a luck roll, straight d6. You can't find anything. I mean, you found a hammer and you found some nails, but you have no idea where this magical workbench is. It's rubbish down there.
I'm gonna
Considering
go-
that this raccoon just clawed its way through a door and a dresser.
Not clawed, it banged its head against it.
Okay.
I'm-
Smashed its way through a window, a door, and a dresser.
Do you want to? Okay, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to give you any hints.
I think our best bet is to keep dark and quiet
I am
rather
actually
than
going.
trying to
Yeah.
block the windows.
Okay, I am going to check the raccoon to see.
Oh,
to
don't touch
see
that.
What? I'm not
Here,
touching
let-
it, I'm
let
just
me
looking
do it.
at it.
Let me do it. Like, I put on the gloves. I gather up the raccoon in the sheet I threw over it without actually grabbing the raccoon. And I have this basically bagged raccoon.
Okay,
Oh,
you
do
have
it in the bathroom.
one bago raccoon.
Like, what do we want to do with this?
To be honest, I just want it out of here.
I'm not sure that's such a great idea.
Yeah, it smells like blood, because it's definitely
Yeah.
bloody.
Okay, then. I don't know. I'm just.
Maybe
Put
just
it in the
throw it
closet.
maybe into the basement.
No.
I got an
I'd
idea.
say base.
I
I'd
take
say
it
for
into
putting
the
it
laundry
anywhere
room,
in laundry
and I
room, put it in
open
the
the
washing
washer.
machine.
and I shove it in the washer and close it.
You indeed do that. You now have one washer full of raccoon.
So I will say we should probably put something over the window that's very obviously an entrance for anything or anyone.
Yes.
Well, there's a dining room, the great room, and the breakfast room. So I'm assuming there's at minimum 3 tables.
Dining room. Yeah, there are 3 tables. The great room is more sort of where you've been hanging out. So that's got like sofas and like a little coffee table. But the dining room and the breakfast room have big tables.
You know, the
And
breakfast
so
room's
does
probably easier to
the-
manage.
And the kitchen
Probably.
looks like it has
Well,
an island.
The
Yeah, but
breakfast
that will
room
be bolted
has
to
the
the floor.
biggest one of the biggest windows in it, so I think we want to maybe hold on to the biggest table. Maybe
we
use the smaller table to
So
barricade
do
that
we
window.
want to move
It's
the
the
dining room
coffee
table to the
table.
breakfast room? Since the dining room table is
was-
going to be bigger.
I was thinking we could move the coffee table, well, which would be the smallest table,
Yeah.
over the window because it's not that large of a window.
What? Yeah, will
Probably
the coffee
not.
table fit?
Yeah. Coffee table will fit, no problem.
All right. Corfy,
got hammer
why
and
don't you get
nails.
those hammers and
Is
nails?
is the coffee table made of wood? Actually.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Then.
fuck.
Glass top
Well-
table and nails. Great.
While this
Yeah,
is going
I
on,
didn't
I
want
want
to go in the
to
glass table.
I want to go investigate the garage and see what's in the garage if I can find anything useful.
You find Phantom's car. That's quite useful.
Is there anything else in the garage?
Give me a luck roll.
Straight 1d6.
Yeah. Actually, give me highs or lows.
Highs or lows?
Yep. Highs or
Not
lows.
familiar with that one.
Just
Just
tell me
say high
highs
or
or
low.
lows.
Oh, highs?
Okay. You do not find much. You find a camp stove, and you find the bag for a tent, but you don't find the tent itself.
I go into the kitchen and I look for booze.
You look for booze in the kitchen, right?
Yep.
Highs or
Kitchen, and
lows?
Hi.
You find 3 bottles of vodka, a bottle of gin, and a bottle of whiskey.
Well,
That's
we can
not
at
a
least
bad
get
start.
plastered.
Is the whiskey any good?
It's
Highs or
Tennessee.
lows?
Probably is.
Lows.
It's not very good, no.
Nah.
They might have good whiskey, but they're not going to leave it in the B&B for us.
No.
Well-
Airbnb.
As I see Phantom's doing this because the garage is right next to the kitchen, I tell her, it's like, you might want to pour a little bit of that on your leg.
It didn't scratch my. It didn't actually get the skin. It just got my pants.
I would still probably
Yeah.
scrub it.
Use the
go
vodka,
and
it's
look.
probably
I go and
higher
look to
test.
see it. Well, I'm not going to use the vodka for it. There's a first aid kit in the trunk of my car.
Oh.
Then I would
And
say,
I
Yeah,
use
just-
my car thing to unlock it.
Yep. The
Can
car
I
is
just
now unlocked.
double check in the second
at-
bathroom there to see if there's any first aid kit stuff in there?
Highs or lows?
Lows.
Yes,
in-
there is a
in
first aid
fact, I
kit fully
know-
stocked.
I
Good.
need to check something to see if I actually wrote this down on my sheet. Yep, there's rubbing alcohol and hydrogen peroxide in my car.
Yep.
Because
Are you going to do anything with them, Fandoms?
Well, I'm looking at my leg to see if there was any scratches or anything from the
There was, I'm going to say a graze, you know, sort of like where the skin is a little bit white where you scratch it.
Okay.
But it hasn't broken the skin or anything.
Yeah, the skin's not broken or anything.
You trying to
No,
convince
I
them or
should be good.
yourself?
Them, because I'm pretty sure that it was fine.
You know, just be safe. More safe than sorry.
Okay, then grab the hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, I'm not going to do this.
I'm gonna do
I'm-
it. Just grab
I'm
the
helping
hydrogen
Corfy.
peroxide for me.
I'm helping Carvey trying to block this window up.
Oh yeah. Who's in the garage?
I was.
Okay. I tell you to grab the hydrogen peroxide.
I walk over. I
It's in the
take
trunk
one of the
my
bottles
car
of
with my
vodka
first aid kit.
and I just pour it over, like, Not the whole
I
thing.
just give him the finger. Finger. I have hydrogen peroxide and rubbing alcohol for a reason.
you're arguing with the guy holding a axe.
I knew it would come to this. Only halfway through. Well, not even halfway through, but an hour in. Fuck, guys.
Oh well, don't worry. I have my crowbar with me.
Just don't throw it at anything.
Oh, come on. That only happened once.
All right.
I go into the car and I actually grab the.
Okay,
Grab the
where
first
are
aid
you
kit.
standing now? Everybody,
Right.
could you move your little crosses?
How do you move?
Right, if you get the little arrow thing and you just
You highlight your
highlight your stuff, and then
I'm right here at the trunk of the car getting the first aid kit
right, you guys are
with
in
my tote bag, so I can put it in my
the
tote
master
bag.
bathroom, fixing the window. Steam Trap, you're still at the door.
I'm going to my room and
You have to highlight both pieces.
I'm making sure my pack's all together.
Yeah. Okay. As you go through the great room, you notice that the scrolling, the scroll on the emergency broadcast has changed.
I pause to read it.
It's saying if anybody has been in touch with, been in contact with an infected person or is showing symptoms of being infected, hang a white bedsheet from your bedroom window.
I acknowledge that and I go to the room. I do not put the bed sheet out.
Okay.
I've seen that movie. It doesn't end well.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Who is on
Did somebody put
fandoms? Could you give me a perception check?
Okay.
It's always you, fandoms, isn't it?
Yeah, weirdly enough.
It's almost like we're trying to get rid of you.
Woo! 9.
9. Okay. You see these windows here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You actually look out and you see this outside.
Okay. After putting the first aid kit into my tote, I go into the house and tell everybody that there's this crazy woman flailing a white bedsheet out her window.
Is she French?
Once again,
I'm not looking for
these opinions are not mine and cannot be held liable for them.
Corfy, have you been talking to the neighbors?
Well, when she says that, I relay what I saw on the news broadcast, and I tell them, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not. They're gonna come in and kill us all.
Well, only you. I mean, the rest of us are fine.
I stare at you with the devil's grin. Not grin, with like devil eyes.
Is she foaming at the mouth?
Are you saying that in character?
That's the tough part.
I'm not saying
normal
it in
foaming at the
character.
mouth?
Right,
Or is
Push,
it
give
the
me a
new
perception
foaming
check.
at the mouth?
I am not. I'm just pissed.
Oh, no. She doesn't seem to be foaming at the mouth. She just seems to be annoyed. However, if you'd rolled low enough, yes.
To be fair, me being annoyed is usual around you guys.
This is true. I'm not denying that this is true.
Oh, and actually, that was the wrong roll. It was supposed to be +2, not +3, so it would have been 8.
Okay. Right, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, what are you doing now? What's the plan?
I'm taking the water bladder out of my pack, and I'm gonna go fill it, and then put it back in my pack.
I am going around closing all the windows and making sure no light is
They're
getting out the
already
windows.
closed. I went round and closed all the windows.
Window
You-
screens and stuff
Alright.
like that. The blinds, the curtains,
Curtains.
all that
Yeah.
stuff, so no light's getting out.
I go to the study and see if that's where they keep the good booze.
Ooh, good point.
To be fair, we don't know if the wine's good or not. We just know the whiskey wasn't.
You haven't found the wine yet.
I thought you said there was wine.
No.
No,
Gin, whiskey, vodka.
gin, vodka, and
Oh yeah.
cheap whiskey.
Oh, no. There's no alcohol in the study.
Ah.
Oh, I tell her, like, you do find one Pabst Blue Ribbon hidden in a drawer somewhere.
That's not booze. That's piss water.
Says the American.
It's not.
It is.
Well,
It
it is American so-called beer, which is bad. It's not even cold, which is even worse.
Well, unless you're English.
Anybody
not.
want a drink?
Not on top of jet lag, thanks.
Could everybody give me a... let me think. Can you give me a willpower check, everyone?
Oh, well, I'm good at this.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything that's...
Oh, dang it, I got a natural one.
Not that I'm finding this funny, but yeah, it's quite funny. Steam Trap and Coffee, you're fine. Everyone else, you're starting to feel knackered. It's really getting to you now. The stress, the adrenaline is starting to wear off of the raccoon, and yeah, you're feeling.
Oh, what time is it?
It's now sort of 10, 11.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
take a
suggest
shower.
that
Shifts, folks.
and that we
Yeah.
sleep in the same room so everyone can keep an eye on everyone.
I
So
don't think
all
Fandoms
the-
is going to want to sleep in the master bedroom.
No. So move
I
all
also
the blankets and
suggest
stuff
that-
and maybe some beds into the main room.
Yeah. I would also suggest using that one bathroom that doesn't have a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to take a shower now, and then I can go to bed. Cause this is, I need a shower, then sleep. And I don't use the master bath. I use the second bath.
All right. I'll volunteer for first watch.
Do
I'll
we
do
have?
second.
Is there coffee or tea in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Well, I will also go for
is-
first watch,
okay,
if that's okay.
I'm gonna ask this: is there sleepy time tea in the kitchen?
I doubt it. I hope
There's
not.
regular time tea in the kitchen.
Aww.
All right, I will take
Sleepy time
second
tea is good
watch
for my throat,
if you guys will get the tea going when you wake me up.
You can do that.
I'll take last watch.
I just
You
need to
might
go
be
to
able
sleep
sleep through the
now.
night.
And so, how are you sleeping? Where are you sleeping?
Oh, I've pulled a mat, like probably the master mattress because it's the biggest one out into the living room, and because that way we have enough spots to lay down.
Okay.
Because we're not sleeping in the we're all sleeping in the same room. I am assuming we'll just sleep in the living room.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I will just grab
And I
some of the covers off of one of the beds and sleep on one of the couches in the main
Yeah,
room.
the couches are nice. They're the ones that fold out and good couches.
ooh yeah.
For some
yeah,
reason,
those
you
are
didn't
good.
spare any expense, which is weird because I think you probably would.
How did we get this place again?
Apparently,
I
it was
know a
an
guy.
Off
offer.
season, probably.
I like the one. I know a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy. Yeah,
This is a much better one.
it's a much better one than you survived the apocalypse in last time. You see, we paid attention
guys,
to your review.
We're going to get a reputation with these Airbnb people.
To Airbnb, we're sorry.
Well,
Okay. Yep.
as everyone's getting ready to go to lay down for the night, I'm gonna start going through the kitchen and the pantry and assessing the food situation.
Okay. Let's go for highs or lows.
Lows.
Yes, you find about 4 days worth of food in the cabinets. You find a bunch of medical supplies. including those crappy plasters with sayings on them that we had last time.
The sarcastic
The
plasters.
sarcastic plasters.
Yay.
I need to find sarcastic plasters now.
How many days did you say?
4 days worth of food
4
for
days.
everyone. So there's quite a lot of food. I mean, if you go down to half rations, it's 8 days worth of food.
Yeah, I was about to say
So-
we should probably ration it out.
Don't think we'll be ordering any more pizzas.
You've also got 4 half pizzas because you're picky bastards and you couldn't just eat 2 and leave the
We
other
got
2.
interrupted.
Yeah,
No.
we would have eaten more.
And we
Okay.
were saving half of it for breakfast.
Yes. So you've got the pizzas as well. You've got perishable food in the fridge. You've got about 2 days of perishable food, not including the pizzas.
All right. Well, I start splitting it up and kind of tossing it towards everybody's packs.
Those people in the living room, could you give me who are trying to sleep? Could you give me a willpower check?
Before I go to sleep, I check the news to see if there's any specifics about what's going on.
No, it has been declared under the city under martial law, though, and is demanding people to stay inside.
And then I check national news to see if this is happening anywhere else.
It doesn't appear to be happening anywhere else. However, you do notice there are a lot of animal attacks being reported. That was me putting dice down. That wasn't me rolling.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
and because nobody has done this before, I go into the Skype group and say, "Hey, is everything all right with everybody else?" And I also do the same in
you
Discord.
actually see that the Skype group is going mental. The people that aren't at CleoCon are asking if everyone's okay. The people who are at CleoCon are shitting bricks. No one seems to be affected, and nobody seems to know what's going on, and nobody seems to have had any encounters with animals the way that you have.
Yeah, I put in, we were attacked by a raccoon.
People just assume that that's you.
Yeah, I'm going to make that
and I go,
explicit.
"It's
I'm
not
joining the
me."
Skype chat. I'm going to join the Skype chat and say it's only fandoms.
I go, no, it's not. It was an actual raccoon, and I put a picture of the raccoon.
in
You're
the
gonna go and
washing
take
machine.
a photograph of the raccoon.
After we sliced it up.
Okay, so what you've posted to the website of your friends is a picture of a bloody piece of tarp and raccoon teeth pressed against the washing machine glass.
To be frank, that's not even weird.
For us, that's normal. Stuff like
You're not wrong, but at least once pretend to be normal.
Why? There's no fun in that.
Okay,
I pride myself on not being normal.
right, did everybody do a willpower check, those people who were sleeping?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Will, yeah. Simon, you fall asleep like that. Push Pocket takes you a while to get to sleep. And yeah, Fandoms, you go out like a light as well. So yeah, you get a really good restful night's sleep. Push Pock takes you about half an hour or so because the guys are messing around in the kitchen and they just keep on. They don't mean to, because they're trying to be quiet, but they are just a little bit too loud for you. It's what happens when you live alone for a long time.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm
people.
used to loud noises. This doesn't bother me whatsoever.
No, that's demonstrated by the fact that you're out like a light. Okay, so Steam Trap, you've done all the food. Could Corfy, since I'm assuming you're on watch, give me perception checks? No, everything seems to be uneventful. You don't hear anything untoward, but you do hear more helicopters.
That's to be expected. I see if we have any containers, bottles, whatsoever, anything that we can use to store water.
Highs or lows?
Ice.
You find a couple of bottles of Coke, but that's about it.
I see him doing this, and I suggest, how about we still have 2 bathrooms, but we use one for going to the bathroom, and then we use the other one to fill up the tub and have a reserve of water in it.
Yes, that is a good idea.
You do indeed do that. The tub fills up. Hang on, let me just double check. You do manage whilst you're doing this to wake everyone in the seat in the front room up, because apparently you're very loud. But
including the person who was out like a light.
yeah, everyone gets woken up by this. You go back to sleep fairly quickly, but it's just like, for fuck's sake.
I have to run
just-
my breath at them.
Sorry, I must have hit the thing.
Okay.
I'm just thinking. It's only recently that I've been living alone, and I have loud neighbors. I'm like,
It doesn't make a
actually woken me
difference.
up.
If I say you've woken up because the dice will say you woke up, you woke up. Deal with it.
I'm going to get my MP3 player out and put my headphones in
Okay.
with the usual podcast on that I use to go to sleep.
Fair play.
Oh, not finished death metal.
No.
Oh.
Nah,
Not tonight.
my usual just noise one is Cleo and Corpses because I find those hilarious.
That's a good way to go to sleep. Let's put on something I find freaking hilarious.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just like saying that's the only thing I generally use as a podcast.
Okay, fair. Okay, so the night passes fairly uneventfully. It's been a few hours now. It's probably your turn to have a bit of a kip. Who are you waking up?
Well, before this, I start the tea, and then at that point, I go over and I wake up Simon.
Okay.
I
Hi, I made you tea.
yeah. That means that I don't slug you.
I mean, we probably made tea before just for us already, but
Yeah, I like tea. He's good.
Okay. We
All
need...
right. Did
I-
you guys
I-
see anything? Did you do anything?
I dealt out food. We got a tub full of water. Don't use that bathroom anymore.
Right. Right.
I haven't found any flashlights. And I should probably, if you can, try to find like can openers because I don't think all of us have
Right.
ability to open cans yet.
When my dad ran away from home, my grandfather was most upset because he took the only can opener in the house. Absolutely true story. Grandpa wasn't worried about the tuna fish, but he took the only damn can opener in the house. So I'll
Okay.
check.
I'm pretty
on that
sure
note, I do have a can opener on my pocket knife.
I have a can opener on my Leatherman.
I have one too.
Yep.
So we
Actually,
just
I'm
need
not
one
sure
for
if
fandoms,
the
maybe?
Leatherman has got a can opener. No.
Alright.
I'd have to look at mine. One moment.
After pee break, what's happening right now is that Simon has been woken up for next watch duty. Seam Trap and Coffee are still awake. Who's going to sleep? Who's staying awake? And is anybody going to stay with Simon or what?
I mean, I can stay up with Simon for a bit.
Maybe
Yeah.
you can just take half the shift and then wake up first.
I'm
Okay.
asleep, and I will probably stay asleep until somebody wakes me up.
Yes.
I already said I was volunteering for the last watch.
Yeah. Simon, your microphone is muted?
Oh, sorry about that. What? I'm not awake yet.
No, you've just been
No.
woken up by tea. Or coffee.
No, that
Tea.
just was that was just the payment for me not slugging him in the mouth.
There we go.
All right, okay. Okay, so Steam Trap is going to stay up with you. Coffee, you're going to sleep?
Yep.
Where are you going to go to sleep?
Well, I'm assuming wherever Simon slept is free now.
Yeah, I'm assuming Simon
Ed
brought a
or-
mattress in. Yeah?
So
No?
I made a mattress out of chair cushions.
There you go. Yeah, that's fine. You're going to sleep on the stair cushion. The stair cushions. Yep, the cushions that you use when you walk upstairs. In case you fall down. That's what those are. Right.
Safety third.
Safety third. I love that saying. Okay, so Steam Trap, you can give me ooh, let me just have a look. Could you give me a vitality check?
Vitality.
Vitality. I'm gonna put you back on the Airbnb just so you feel better.
Should we erase up the thing on the side?
What, did you put the white flag out, you're asking?
No, should we erase the
Well, I can't because it's attached to the picture, but I can draw a white shape over the crap.
We can remove them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll just do that. It's fine.
Okay.
See, I just covered it up. It's fine. Don't judge me. Right. Okay. So, Simon, are you waking up or are you awake?
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
I'm in the kitchen to grab a little something.
Coffee, you are taking a nap. Give me a willpower check, just to see how quickly you fall asleep and if it's a restful sleep or not. Yeah, you go to sleep like you go to sleep like you've had a really long journey and a really stressful night.
Funny.
Out like a light, like the fastest light ever. Okay, Steam Trap and Simon, could you give me 2 checks for this next watch? So 2 perception checks, please.
Logic.
Okay. Another one? Steam Trap?
Nope.
Okay, Steam Trap, you are starting to feel knackered. You're probably going to need to sleep very soon. You don't really notice anything. Simon, however, you notice some weird flashing blue lights that are coming from the outside.
Oh man, I'm gonna carefully go to the dining room and peek through the edge.
Okay, you see this.
Next door.
Steam Trap,
Yes.
can you come here and look at something?
Not just a sec. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
That looks like hazmat stuff.
Yeah. All right. We're not gonna wake anyone up yet, but just be ready to.
Okay.
Let's just keep watching them, see what happens.
Yeah. What you see an actual military truck with people with all its like military gear in roll up behind the ambulance. Could you both give me another perception check? Yeah, you both see this. There are other figures inside the ambulance. It looks like one of them is clawing at nothing, and the other one is having what looks to be a fit of some description.
Do I notice anything about the military personnel? Anything that I would know, having been military personnel?
You would probably recognize them as I don't know what you would know, but you would.
I'm looking for like uniform stuff, like the gas mask.
They're wearing gas masks. They seem to be not regular military. They might be people who've been called up, like reserves.
Oh, like guardsmen. Okay.
Yeah, remember these are Kentucky guardsmen.
Tennessee.
Give me another perception check. Yeah, the guns they're carrying are really powerful, and they're carrying rifles.
I tell Simon to keep watching, and then I go to the back door and I actually unlock the back door.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Like
Okay.
I do have my crowbar with me because it's kind of a safety blanket for me.
Okay.
Well, I'm just kind of posted up at the back door now.
Right, Simon, you notice them going to the house with the white
The French
flag
lady?
with the white flag lady.
Uh-huh.
The door opens and she lets them in, and they come out. It's about 2 or 3 minutes, and they come out with a small child. The child is, you can actually see shaking and arching their back. They don't have them on a gurney or anything, but they are carrying them by the arms and the ankles.